Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video, we're going to do a good old-fashioned workout. And in today's video, I like to explain how everything goes and why I do certain exercises. Typically, we're going upstairs to the rower to get a good blood flow in, to get just generally warm, and then we start with the workout. But today, after a day of work, I just like to get to the punching bag and just throw in some kicks to get nice and warm. So let's do that, and we'll start with the workout. So today's video is a typical volume day workout. So basically what we're going to do is a full body workout. So we already did the warm up, and what I'm now going to do is I'm trying to get some ankle mobility in. And I love to do this before squats because that helps me get better into the squat, and it also helps me get more range of motion in my ankles, because that is really a sticking point for me. I really need to get my knees further away over my toes, and that's why I do static kind of dynamic stretches before I go into my squat. Basically, that's not that bad. Most people will say don't do static stretches before you're going to do a workout because you're probably not going to have enough strength to go and push through your workout. But mainly what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get into the groove. I try to get my squat better by repetition, not by adding too much weight so that I get stronger. I want to get that mind-muscle connection. I want to get that groove first before I start adding too much weight. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm constantly finding aches and pains around my body. Now my hip is hurting, and I'm going to cover that in another video, but it's not because I'm nitpicking just to nitpick. I do this because something's nagging on my body and I don't want to aggravate it even more. So I try to find solutions in my squat to better my body, if that makes sense. For the last set that you can see here, I try to really depress my scapula and open up my thoracic spine a little bit more, and I found that this was very good in order to keep myself upright. I still have trouble with the squat that I fall forward, and I know I have to push my knees forward as well, but I also need to keep enough thoracic spine extension in order to get in a good straight squat. So those are the things that I've been working on. By filming, I'm always more aware of what I'm doing because I review the footage and then I think, oh, maybe I should tweak this or tweak that. So I really encourage you to do it yourself, even if you're not going to upload it to YouTube. Just for your own reference, just try to see if what you feel matches what you see in real life. So that's a very important one. The next thing I'm doing is Bulgarian split squats, and the reason I'm doing this is because I have very tight hip flexors, and what I try to experiment with is to open up my range of motion in my hip flexors through strength training. And by doing these Bulgarian split squats, I also focus on keeping my torso upright, keeping my pelvis neutral, so I really feel a good stretch in my hip flexor when I do this. So that's the main reason I'm doing this, also to get these squats a little bit stronger, but main focus is stretching the hip flexors. Next up, I did a superset rope climbs with bench press. It's a bit like on the intensity day where I do dips with one-arm pull-up. The reason that I'm doing rope climbs is because I want to get better at the one-arm pull-up, and I feel like rope climbs are a bit like a one-arm pull-up. What also became clear to me was that when I do the rope climb is that my left arm pulls me up and the right arm has a tendency to just remain stationary, and then I pull with my left arm. My right arm remains stationary, and then I pull with my left. So actually all the strength comes from the left side, and that's also something that I see with the one-arm pull-up. My left side is very strong and I can bang out some reps. I struggle always more with my right side. That's really the side that's lagging. Although it is my dominant side, which I find a very weird. So let me know in the comments down below if you have that as well. But nonetheless, I find this also very taxing on the grip and on the fingers. So very cool exercise to push your boundaries. Bench press goes very well. It's only the second week I started reintroducing bench press because I'm curious to see how my bench will evolve with doing dips now. I feel a lot stronger in the chest. I also feel that with dips, my chest activation is a lot better. So I'm happy to see some improvements in my bench, and I hope with now focusing more on bench, I can maybe hit 120 kilos. That would be awesome to hit. Obviously, in between sets, we have to take care of the baby because the baby is sometimes crying. So we do some rows. Baby rows was something that I supersetted every exercise with. So if you want to follow along, maybe you should do them as well. As a finisher, I always like to focus on longevity and health. So that's why I do my face pulls. Try to make sure I go through the range of motion. Try to make sure that I do this and do that so that I have a broader spectrum of my back. Also, I did reverse hypers because I feel like sitting too much really messes up my lower back lately, and it also influences my squats. So that's why I try to do some reverse hypers every workout so that I just get that nice traction into my lower back and that also my sacrum becomes loose. I can't do the reverse hyper before my squats because I know my lower back will be very sore and my lower back will be very weak after reverse hypers. So I don't want to try and do squats and mess up my back even more. I also did some ab wheel rollouts. I found the ab wheel rollout a very good exercise to get that nice contraction in. And that's also for longevity because I have a lot of anterior pelvic tilt and I want to combat that, and having a stronger core, having loose hip flexors, having a strong butt, and having a loose lower back is all part of getting away from that APT. That's basically how my workouts are going. Having the baby is not an excuse to not work out, especially with a home gym. That's a very awesome. Yeah, we manage. We do some supersets, we do some baby rows, and we get through it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you got something out of it. If you have some comments, let me know in the comment section below, and I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!